Hello everyone, I'm Sean and you're watching Salt, my YouTube channel all about sports and interesting topics. I'm talking to you from downtown Naples, from Piazza Plebiscito, which is one of the best known squares in Naples and is also considered the main square for runners. All great running events start and finish from Piazza Plebiscito. Today I will be involved in a race that is called Caracciolo Gold Run because it runs along the waterfront of Naples and Via Caracciolo. The race is a 10-kilometer race and part of the profits from the race are going to go to charity. There's also a short non-competitive race. I think it's about 3 kilometers. And this race is called the Walk of Life because it is against cancer. This is Piazza Plebiscito, and plebiscito is an Italian word that celebrates a vote when Neapolitans voted to become part of the Kingdom of Italy as opposed to the reign of the Bourbon kings. This is the very beginning of a race, as you can see, and the sun is already high. It's 9 o'clock or maybe 10 past 9 because the race started a little bit late. We're running from Piazza Plebiscito towards the Castelnuovo or Mascangioino. Here we are running slightly uphill towards a street called Sant'Anna dei Lombardi. Right here, the incline is quite steep. Here we are back down towards Piazza Plebiscito, and this street is called Via Roma. From here on, it's still the same street, but it's called Via Toledo. This square is called Piazza Salvo d'Acquisto, named after a carabiniere, a war hero. Here we are back in Piazza Plebiscito, and we are slowly running through the square. We are into about 3 kilometers of a race. So far, the race has been mostly in the shade, so we haven't felt the heat so much. Consider that in the summer, many races start at 8:30 in the morning instead of 9 o'clock. Anyway, we're crossing the square, which is quite large, in the shape of a horseshoe, as you can see. On the left-hand side, there is the Royal Palace of Naples, which used to belong to the Bourbon kings. Here we're exiting the square, and we're going to take a right turn down a street called Santa Lucia. Here we are in the waterfront. This is called Via Caracciolo. It's about kilometer 4. And we are hit by the full blast of the sun. We're not feeling it just yet. Many restaurants are opened along the waterfront of Naples. Here is another shady area. And here we're going through a square dedicated to the street urchins of Naples who fought against German troops during World War II. The heat is starting to get to us. This is kilometer 5. On the right-hand side, this square block of a building is the American Embassy. Here I can just about see the fastest runners running in the opposite direction. And I noticed that they just didn't have the energy to even say hi to me. So that's when you know that they're really getting tired because of extreme heat. I rate the heat here at about 35 degrees Celsius, if not more. We're about to come to a U-turn here, so this is around kilometer 6. And this is when everybody started to slow down yet again. This is around kilometer 7. So this area here is called Rotonda Diaz. It's kind of a roundabout, and there's a beach there. I went slower and slower and slower, and yet hardly anyone overtook me. I was expecting scores of people to get past me because I was running so much slower than before, but it didn't happen. This is when I felt the races from the previous 2 weeks kind of merged together to form one massive 100-kilometer race. That's how tired I felt right there. It felt worse than a marathon itself. Here we just got past the Egg Castle, Castel dell'Ovo. We are running past the Hotel Excelsior. We're going to take a left turn and run straight up back towards Piazza Plebiscito. So this is the very last agonizing, painstaking kilometer. We're nearly there, so the last part of the race is going to be slightly uphill again, and I really felt as slow as a snail on that uphill. This is still where I was expecting to be overtaken, but it just didn't happen. It never happened. Maybe one person overtook me at the top of a hill, and that was all. I knew that I was running pretty much at the same pace as everyone else. I was expecting to be tired. I was coming from 2 ultra trail races. But everyone else in the race was just as tired as me. So I hope next year the race starts at least half an hour earlier, or maybe they could reverse the course of the race and have a shady part first. So these are the last 200 to 300 meters of the race. We're going to hit the 10-kilometer mark very soon. And this is a big sigh of relief, the very end of the race. These are the race awards for the women.
Teresa Stellato.
Teresa Stellato
seconda posizione.
Filomena Palomba second with 38 minutes.
Francesca Maniaci.
Francesca
Magari uno di qua, uno di là, c'è spazio.
Wins the race today. Teresa Maniaci was a national champion for her age group 2 weeks ago. On the distance of 10,000 meters. My friend Alex D'Ambrosio in 5th position today with 34 minutes. Mr. Ruggiero in
terzo gradino del podio. L'International Security Service, secondo gradino del podio.
Aziz Lakriti in 2nd position.
Oggi vince questa Caracciolo Gold Run Youssef Aish.
Youssef Aish is the winner today. The third team is Saviano Runner, second position for team Il Laghetto.
Motori
Vesuvio are the winners of the race. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. See you next time, guys.